Yixuan's basic attack sequence is deceptively simple but hides layers of complexity that reward careful timing and energy awareness. When you press the normal attack button, Yixuan unleashes up to 5 rapid strikes, each dealing solid ether damage and chaining fluidly into the next. If you hold the button during the 4th hit, she begins charging a focused strike known as the Grand Tai Chi formation, letting you control the charge duration before releasing the attack for massive damage. Releasing at any time before maximum charge unleashes the 5th hit, but reaching full charge transforms the move into a wing explosion, an area of effect burst that sends her dashing backward and spreading her wings to deliver an explosive ether blast. Crucially, during both the 4th charging attack and the wing explosion, Yixuan gains anti-interrupt protection, ensuring that she can safely complete the move even under enemy pressure. Beyond her basic attacks, Yixuan's X special attack, Wing Flap, adds vertical mobility and defensive utility to her toolkit. When her energy gauge is sufficiently filled, you can press or hold the special attack button to initiate a powerful wing-powered leap, launching her skyward before crashing down in a piercing ether strike. If Yixuan is struck during the charge, she automatically blocks the incoming damage and regains a small boost of energy, and then pressing the special button again triggers the wing explosion follow-up. This dynamic interplay of offense and defense makes Wing Flap an excellent go-to when facing heavy crowd control or when you need to reposition quickly. While charging and executing Wing Flap, Yixuan remains invulnerable, granting you a momentary reprieve in hectic combat situations. In addition to her charged aerial attack, Yixuan possesses a standard special attack that combines evasion with punishing counterplay. Simply pressing the special button triggers a swift backstep followed by a lunging forward slash that deals ether damage and can score perfect dodge procs if timed against enemy attacks. This move is particularly effective for baiting out enemy animations and then punishing them with a fast, precise strike. The anti-interrupt buff during the animation window further reinforces her resilience, making it a go-to option when you need safe space or a brief defensive reset. Learning to alternate between the X and regular special attacks based on your energy reserves and battlefield context is key to maintaining offensive pressure. Yixuan's evasion is multifaceted, offering both defensive counters and rapid repositioning options. Pressing the evade button at the precise moment of an incoming attack triggers a perfect dodge, granting a brief window of invulnerability and allowing you to instantly activate dodge counter. This follow-up unleashes a flurry of quick ether strikes against nearby foes, letting you punish opponents for overcommitting. Alternatively, holding the evade button transitions Yixuan into roaming mode, massively increasing her movement speed at the cost of offense, which is perfect for disengaging or chasing down fleeing enemies. A simple tap of evade performs a short dash dodge that negates damage and resets your positioning. Mastering the timing of perfect dodge to flow directly into a counter or dash attack can turn Yixuan into an elusive whirlwind on the battlefield. Speaking of dash attacks, Yixuan can also perform a devastating airborne lunge immediately after a dodge, propelling her forward to strike enemies in her path. By pressing the normal attack button during any dodge or evade animation, she launches into a high-speed dash attack that deals concentrated ether damage and closes gaps in an instant. This technique is invaluable for punishing retreating opponents or for slipping past frontline tanks to threaten fragile backline targets. The combination of roaming for approach, perfect dodge for bait, and dash attack for follow-through allows you to weave offense and defense seamlessly. Yixuan's assist abilities further enhance her versatility in a team setting, giving you options to support or follow up on your allies' actions. After performing a defensive assist, you can immediately chain into assist follow-up by pressing the normal attack button, sending Yixuan dashing forward in a quick strike that deals ether damage and maintains her invulnerability. When your active ally is launched into the air by an enemy or teammate effect, triggering quick assist sends Yixuan soaring in to unleash a flurry of aerial attacks, blending crowd control and burst damage. Defensive assist itself is a potent parry. When an on-field character is about to be hit, activating this skill blocks the hit and stuns the attacker, dealing heavy daze damage. Timing your defensive assist to cancel enemy ultimates or high-damage combos can swing momentum back in your favor. Chain attacks bring Yixuan's talisman mastery to the forefront, and her chain attack quartet includes 2 ultimates and her own chain strike. With enough talismans charged, the Myriad Talisman Barrage ultimate unleashes a sequence of precise wing strikes before summoning ethereal talismans that homing strike enemies, delivering massive ether damage. When both talisman and decibel thresholds are met, this skill gains priority, ensuring it connects even against evasive foes. Her second ultimate, triggered at maximum decibel rating, launches a relentless succession of wing attacks followed by a grand myriad talisman barrage, dealing catastrophic damage and even redistributing health to all allies in the squad. In both cases, XUAN remains invulnerable for the duration of the animation, making these chain burst options ideal for breaking through enemy lines. Finally, when a standard chain attack is triggered by your team, selecting XUAN sends her rushing forward to strike and finish with an impressive wing spread explosion. At the heart of XUAN's power is her core passive, Sheer Force, which scales with her maximum HP. For every single point of HP, she gains a modest boost to Sheer Force, making her more durable and championing her best builds. Upon entering combat, she instantly maxes out her energy gauge and continues to regenerate energy at a steady rate of 60 points per second. Achieving a perfect dodge replenishes an extra chunk of energy, encouraging a playstyle that rewards precise defensive maneuvers. Even if her current energy dips below the required threshold for certain skills, she can still cast them until her gauge hits zero, at which point she will be unable to regenerate further for 40 seconds, a mechanic that demands careful energy conservation. As she spends energy, XUAN accumulates talismans, unlocking her additional ultimate when the count is sufficient. Beyond simple damage outputs, many of XUAN's key skills, including Grand Tai Chi Formation, Wing Explosion, X Special Attack, Wing Flap, Assist Follow-Up, Myriad Talisman Barrage, Chain Attack, and Ultimate, were all classified as chain attack or sheer damage. These attacks bypass enemy defense entirely, relying on sheer force to calculate multipliers and ignoring conventional armor, and each of these skills also enjoys a 5% bonus to critical damage. This dynamic makes XUAN extraordinarily effective against tanky opponents and lines of enemies with high defense ratings. After unleashing either of her ultimates, XUAN enters a special 10-second enhanced state that supercharges her output. During this window, every time she damages an enemy, she triggers an additional talisman explosion that deals extra ether damage based on a fraction of her sheer force, with a cooldown of 1.5 seconds between procs. Moreover, dodge counter is temporarily replaced with assault follow-up, granting improved follow-through in quick defensive counters. Outside of active skills, XUAN will automatically perform X Special Attack, Wing Flap or parry incoming hits while chaining her first 3 basic attacks, accomplishing this once per enhanced state and further emphasizing her relentless tempo. XUAN's synergy extends to her additional ability, which triggers when another squad member is a stun or support character. If a chain attack is initiated by either XUAN or her ally, XUAN follows up with an extra lightning strike that deals damage equal to 3% of her sheer force and restores 2.25 energy. Additionally, if she is switched off field by a perfect assist, she immediately counterstrikes with a lightning bolt that deals 10% of her sheer force as damage and regenerates 40 energy. This interaction makes her an excellent partner for teams seeking energy sustain and burst follow-ups.